Ladies and gentlemen, Dak908 aka the Dig Dug himself, and here today we have Final Fantasy Explorers, a game that isn't necessarily a thing on my channel, but it's a new game nonetheless. I've had a couple of whacks at it, if you will, and truth be told, it's a pretty fun game. I mean, like, we are Monster Hunter, right? And a lot of people compare this game to Monster Hunter. And I say don't compare it to Monster Hunter because not every game is trying to be like Monster Hunter. Granted, there's some things in it they're taking from Monster Hunter, but it has its own style, its own charm, its own flair. You know what I mean? So, if you ever decide to pick this game up, because I think it's a dope game, I would recommend this game. I really would. Don't play it like Monster Hunter, because if you do, you could be disappointed. Because if you want to play something like Monster Hunter, just go play Monster Hunter. I needed to get that out of the way first because a lot of people are bashing this game. Because I think this game is a really dope game, but they keep comparing it to Monster Hunter and they bash and they don't like it or whatever. So let me move on. We got that out the way. Moving over to the next piece, we have Shiva. You know, Shiva is a Eidolon or a summon or an Esper. I'm gonna call them Espers because I can pronounce that very well. But in this game, the main focus is actually fight these Espers. You know, Ifrits, Rama, Shiva, Bahamut. You know, the summons that you would normally summon within the standard Final Fantasy game. You actually fight them now. It's pretty cool, and it's actually pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of these fights, they get pretty tough. Like, as I continue to play the game, I figured out my main purpose with the knight class. Right now, I'm a knight. And I've learned, because I will say that the standard monsters that you do fight, the little monsters that just float around everywhere, they don't really teach you how to play the game or how to really even be good at the game. You know what I mean? You have to fight like these summons, these Espers, so that way you can actually really feel what all the abilities and all the features that the game has to offer. You really use those only when fighting these big summons. For instance, like, you will never really need to use a Crystal Surge, which is kind of like, if you guys played Final Fantasy, kind of like using a Limit Break or an Overdrive or something like that, where you go into where you activate it and then everything gets buff as per like a certain ability or something like that. Like, for instance, I'll do one and then all my attacks will have ice-based properties to them, things like that. But you don't really need to do too much thinking when fighting normal monsters. Just swing and you'll be done. But when you fight the Espers, summons, you really should think about putting a little bit of strategy in there. Like, in the beginning, when I picked up the ability to deflect, I was like, that's a really nice ability. Too bad I will never use it until I fought Ifrit. When I fought Ifrit, he told me, yo, you better learn to use some of those defensive abilities, because if you don't, I will kill you. Because there's really no way to even cart in this game, quote unquote cart. Yo, I'm putting the quotation fingers right now, but only when you fight these main monsters. You know what I mean? Like the hunts, I'm gonna call them hunts. The hunts are so far in between that it's kind of for as a Monster Hunter, it's not necessarily a letdown. It's just like, it's a slow boil. You know what I mean? Granted, they're just trying to show you all these new abilities and things, features that they have in the game, but coming from a Monster Hunter, I need these fights all the time. The only problem I have, though, is I'm not super far in the game, is that if I'm not mistaken, there's a set number of these Espers summons. I can only remember up to about like 10 of these things, so I don't know what the end game has for us. Just know that right now, there's still lots to do. There's still a lot of quests, all kind of stuff to do. I will admit, the quests are pretty varied. I like that. The fights, when fighting, like I said, you have to be on your guard, because if you don't, you will get bodied. So the gameplay is nice. The interface as well. The interface is also it's easy once you get the hang of it. Like, at first, I was a bit confused, but about an hour into the game, yo, everything is butter to me. You know, you understand things pretty easily. So for the most part, this video is just letting you guys know my opinions on this game, and also want to ask you all if you would mind seeing more of this on the channel. I mean, yes, we play Monster Hunter, it's our main thing, but yo, this game is actually kind of fun. I am enjoying this game, so I would kind of like it if you would want to enjoy this game with me. We can get some lobbies set up. We can play. I'm streaming it, whatever. So just let me know what you think about that. Other than that, everyone, this isn't a video where I tell you about how Shiva fights or anything like that. To be honest, I don't know enough about it, about this character. Normally when I do videos where I'm giving out tips and things like that, it's a monster, and I fought it like 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times to make the armor. Fighting it long enough to make the armor and even a weapon sometimes kind of qualifies me to give you tips. Since I've only fought this monster, this character, this thing only once, I don't know what it really does. What it's it freezes you when it does stuff. That's pretty much all I can say. When you see it do something, get out the way. That's all I have for you right now. But that's that. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. These hunts, I have a couple of them. I do. I have, I think, 3 or 4. No, I think just 3. I have 3 of these hunts saved up. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know. We can definitely get that. Like, I ain't tripping. We can get that. I'm just doing this right now and trying to do Monster Hunter at the same time. And I'm pretty much just holding my time until Fire Emblem Fates comes out. We'll probably do an LP of that. I don't really mind doing an LP to that game. What I won't do for it though is I won't show you guys me. I won't show you guys me grinding, because I grind in those games. I'll just story missions and whatnot. But if you want to see me play more of this, let me know. Like I said prior, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dak908, 908, aka the Dick Duggan himself. You all take care. It's been real. I'll let you boy.